Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's regular season finale will feature the Tejada Devils and the Lifestyle Miami Chargers. And up next, in the top-ranked singles match, best players on each team competing here in singles for the Devils. Number 13, Douglas. For the Chargers, number 54, Zulaika. Douglas won the previous matchup between these two earlier in the season. It's a straight set victory back on the 24th of October. Douglas with pretty solid 5-2. His top-ranked singles group, second best to go Sherry, who went undefeated. A little bit of a surprise here, Zulaika sitting at 3-4. See if he can go out with a win. Always fun in this top group. A lot of shots, a lot of speed, a lot of action. Strap in for this singles match beginning right about now.
There's the serve. We begin. Zulaika has the backhand from the 12 line. Powerfully thrown, kicking up and hitting the overhead screen. First point of this match goes to Douglas of the Tejada Devils. He leads 1-0. A reminder, the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set. The first player to win 2 sets wins the match. Scoop by Douglas. There's the backhand powerfully thrown. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, played from the forehand of Zulaika. Robote left side. Zulaika on the high bounce there at the 6 line. That would have been a really high scoop. That's 2 points for Douglas. He serves.
Yeah, if Douglas puts any more pace behind it, Zulaika makes an easy catch in the air and probably can shoot a Costano, whether a 2-all, whether the inside, just something.
It's tricky to see someone. That's a high scoop.
Yeah.
To try to get. That's like a combination of 2 different catches.
Yeah, very intentional and well done by Douglas. See if he goes back to that. Zulaika looking to get aggressive on these shots.
Here's the catch by Douglas, backhand from the 10 line. Robote forehand. Douglas will turn to make the Robote. It's a 2-all. It opens and it scores. 3 points for Douglas.
And we saw a ton of shots against Manu last singles match, and here's seeing a bunch of the same right here. And against Nicholas, too, against the Warriors, too. Playing a rank down, an opponent a rank down, but also a bunch of shots kept him off his footing.
There's the carom by Zulaika. That lands wide. 4 points for Douglas. He has the serve. There's a backhand by Zulaika, powerfully thrown. Robote forehand by Douglas. Robote left side by Zulaika to the inside. Douglas comes cross court, backhand from the 10 line. Robote forehand by Zulaika. Douglas is there. That 2-all is beautifully executed from the costado of Zulaika. Zulaika will get on the board with a point. He serves.
Yeah, that's the type of shot that'll get something going.
Absolutely.
What a 2-all that was.
If that momentum is started, we know he can do that. Look where he makes this catch, back at the 9 line.
Yeah. That's
and
crazy.
Just,
look at the angle of that.
Yeah, I mean,
oh my.
Yeah, that is just beautiful. That ball is landing right about the 3 and shooting straight out. Here's the backhand by Douglas. Robote, forehand by Zulaika. Backhand by Douglas. Here's a catch by Douglas. Backhand from the 9 line to the inside. Robote. Forehand. Oh, that escapes to the overhead screen, which is out of play. Douglas has 5 points and a possible set point.
escaping straight up out of the cesta. Zulaika up in the overhead screen, bringing Douglas 5-1. Possible set point. Some of the best singles maybe of his career. Just looks so fluid out there, moving very well. He's made a ton of catches and a bunch of shots. Pretty high percentage on those.
Robote forehand by Douglas. Here's the catch by Zulaika. Backhand goes wall to wall. Zulaika makes the catch, takes a peek. That carom will score. 2 points for Zulaika of the Lifestyle Miami Chargers in the purple shirt. Still possible set point here for Douglas.
And Douglas going for the outside placement on the Robote. Put it right to the middle of the court.
Yeah,
too much space.
Enough. Yeah.
Zulaika, when he has Douglas trapped on the inside, you know he's going to throw a shot. That carom was well done.
That is a beautiful serve by Zulaika. Powerful backhand by Douglas. Robote forehand. This one caught by Douglas. Douglas, Costado, caught on the forehand of Zulaika. Douglas advances, makes a phenomenal scoop at the 8 line. Here's the catch by Douglas. Backhand from the 10. Zulaika cuts it off, winds up. Costado 2-all opens wide. Douglas eyes it, stops it. That high bounce carom will be returned perfectly to score. Point and set to Douglas of the DeHada Devils, winning 6-2 in the first set. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set. Wow.
Boy, Douglas, he went with that deli carom last week, and I guess it wasn't thin enough for him, Stu, huh?
He went back to the deli
pastrami
counter for more.
extra thin.
Folks, what we're talking about is cutting. We're talking about cutting. That ball just cuts so close to the front wall. It happened to remind both Andrew and I of what happens when you go to the deli counter and you have your favorite meat or cheese sliced. How thin do you want it? Got to make sure everybody's in on it, right?
Yeah. Thin, says Douglas.
Thin, says
Thinner.
Douglas. Thinner.
What's the thinnest setting you got?
I want to see through it. I want to see through my cheese.
I mean, where did that ball, where it hit off the glass was pretty low, and where it bounced, I mean, opening up like the 1 line.
There are some phenomenal shots. Imagine this was
what
the first
a
one
set.
by Zulaika.
Yeah, the 2-all here.
2-all just boom, just scores beautifully. Oh, sorry, no. This was the second one that Douglas stopped. This is we're looking at what we're talking about right there. I mean, look at this. Sidewall.
Look at the angle.
Slices the front wall, just makes contact, and is already up high in the screen there about the 3-4 line. I mean, that's beautiful. There we are in the ESPN 3 players cage. Zulaika getting some feedback from Spinner. And in the back of the ESPN 3 players cage, you see Douglas there getting some feedback from Urbieta.
Quite the way to end set number 1 for Douglas. See what Zulaika has to say about it coming out here to begin set 2. I think you're going to get an aggressive.
I have to say, I like what Douglas is doing with this chin strap. He's got it so it's long enough to where it buckles by regulation, but he's also able to chew on it. Hey,
it's got to be calming or something.
If it helps,
If
it helps, it's all right.
I noticed that too. I know sometimes you see around that area, but it's in there tonight.
Yeah, it was.
What a great opening set. See what Douglas can do here in set number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin set 2. Zulaika will have the serve for the Lifestyle Miami Chargers. Zulaika serves, we begin. Robote forehand by Zulaika. Robote left side by Douglas is a 2-all that scores. Well executed to start things off here in the second set. Douglas is on the board with a point. He has the serve.
We've seen a lot more of that, even off the Robote, turning some shots, which a little bit more difficult when the ball's have to turn and look for it. This 2-all with Zulaika a little far to the inside, beats him every time.
Here's the backhand by Zulaika. Douglas is there on the catch. Backhand from the 9 line. Robote, forehand by Zulaika. Douglas is there. 2-all. This one's out. That's a point for Zulaika. We're all tied up at 1 point apiece. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set, and the first player to win 2 sets wins the match.
It looked like he rushed that too well. He didn't finish quite the way that he has been. Stayed a little more elevated than some that we've seen these last couple game days, which means just not really finishing that throw.
Here's the backhand by Douglas to the inside. Zulaika's there. Backhand. Robote forehand. 2-all by Douglas with a light touch will score. Douglas is on the board with 2 points. He has the serve.
Douglas
Another one.
Yeah, he saw exactly where Zulaika was. Zulaika was lingering deep. See Zulaika back here at the 11 line. So Douglas throws another 2-all, this one with a slightly lighter touch. It's not just that it opened up, it didn't have much on it. Here's a backhand by Zulaika. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Zulaika. Douglas from the 9 line. To the inside it goes. Here's Zulaika. Backhand. Robote forehand by Douglas. 2-all is in. Beautifully executed by Zulaika to score. 2-2. Zulaika serves for the Lifestyle Miami Chargers.
Haven't been many points for Zulaika, but all of them have been highlight reel stuff. I mean, again, deep in the backcourt. Douglas advancing on it, even with a head start, couldn't get out to it. What a shot from Zulaika. That's what makes him so dangerous. Again, we say it almost every game. They can score from anywhere, from any position, at any time.
Powerful backhand by Douglas. Robote forehand. Catch by Douglas behind the 9 line. Robote to the inside. Here's Douglas on the catch. 2-all to the inside. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Douglas. 2-all.
Oh my.
Beautifully executed again by Zulaika. That's 3 points for Zulaika. He has the serve.
I mean, out of the cesta, all these look perfect.
One better than the next. One better than the next, Andrew.
Wow.
That was just beautifully executed. See, Zulaika just snapped this.
Throwing it with the utmost confidence right now.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. We can see the line there from about the 2.5 forward. That's how far that ball opened up. That was just beautiful.
You look where it hits off the front wall and then where it hits on the floor. It's hitting like middle wall and landing just inside the boundary.
Really, really well done.
Wow.
Fault over serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. There's the backhand by Douglas. Robote forehand, saved by Zulaika. Oh my. Ball missed at the side wall. 4 points for Zulaika. He serves.
Yeah, that ball kept creeping closer and closer to the inside. That's just a left-sided catch, plain and simple. Douglas committed to the right.
You have to contort so much to keep that ball on the forehand. It's just too much. But he was committed. He definitely committed.
I thought it was maybe going to float a little bit more, but it kept coming closer and closer to the inside until he had to make a much more difficult catch than he anticipated. Couldn't make it.
Robote forehand by Zulaika. Robote left side to the inside. Zulaika makes the catch on the bounce. Powerful throw to the inside. Here's the scoop and the backhand by Douglas. Robote forehand save by Zulaika. Catch by Douglas. Douglas with the powerful Costalo to the inside. Zulaika going for a great Robote save. A fine effort indeed. This point goes to Douglas. He has 3 points. Zulaika has 4. The first to 6 will win the set.
I think just a little lapse in awareness for Zulaika, not recognizing what court he's playing on. Looked like he stopped for a moment, then realized I actually got a chance at this Robote and hooked it low. If he was in position and tracked it the entire way, he makes that Robote 100 times out of 100 and keeps that rally going. But take a look at this. I mean, Douglas, he whips it inside. You see, right as it gets by him, he kind of hesitates, and then that comes right to him. I mean, tough to say it's an easy rebote, but one that he could make. Probably should.
Rebote forehand by Douglas. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Douglas will take it in the air, backhand from the 8 line. Here's the rebote again, that rebound off the back wall. Played powerfully by Zulaika. Rebote forehand by Douglas, 2 pass. Douglas on the catch. Inside placement scores. 4-4 is the score. Douglas serves.
He's got Zulaika thinking too all. He doesn't even have to throw these inside shots all too well and keep him that close to the sidewall. He's guessing. He's got to guess if he wants to get to him, and incorrectly there. It's really the next phase in the Costano development is keeping those inside shots just a little bit closer to the side wall.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Rebote forehand by Douglas, nicely saved on the side wall. Rebote left side by Zulaika. Here's the backhand by Douglas. Catch by Zulaika. Rebote coming out to the 5 line. Turn powerfully on the forehand of Douglas to a perfect chick check that scores. Don't see many of those. That is 5 points for Douglas and a possible match point.
Look at this, off the rebote, no less.
Look at this. Look at this. Boom. Wow. Yeah. That is just.
Hits the spot where the 4 and the back wall meet.
We've been seeing more and more of them.
Yep.
We've been seeing more and more of them. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for that second serve. Here's the backhand by Zulaika. Rebote forehand by Douglas, caught by Zulaika. It is 5-5, ladies and gentlemen. So this is set point. If Zulaika wins this, we will move on to a third and decisive set. If Douglas wins this, we're done.
See that inside placement shot by Zulaika, a little bit closer to the sidewall, makes that catch just a little bit more difficult for a player as good as Douglas. He can make that catch. Either way, the miss there ties it up at 5-5. This is it. Douglas can close it out. Zulaika can force the third set.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for that second serve. The serve must land between the 4 and 7 line. It's a good catch by Douglas. Here's the backhand. Rebote, forehand. Outside. Douglas rifles it to the inside where it will score for the win. Point, set, and match for Douglas, taking it in straight sets, 6-2, 6-5.
Douglas comes away with the straight set victory. Took all 4 sets against Zulaika here in a Fall 23 Battle Court season in singles. Finishing 6-2, going out with a win.
Let's hear from Douglas.
All right, Douglas, congratulations on winning that match. This was your 3rd in a row to end the season. How does it feel? How do you evaluate your season?
It feels great. This is definitely my best singles season by far. I think just definitely being a little more consistent, passing people with my forehand or bote, I think that's been big, and just making less mistakes and executing shots when I have the opportunity, and I think I did a pretty good job of that this season, and like I said, I'm really happy.
Well, Douglas, again, congratulations on the end of the season, and we'll see what else happens today.
Thank you.